Hey, Mike.
Morning, everyone.
Hey, Mike.
I didn't know my mic was on. All right.
Trying to mute you. No, just kidding.
You don't have eyes. Hang on.
Let me get Wayne in here real quick. And
give you those. All right. All right, so I just missed this move on crude, but we got another one coming up right here. All right, we've got a long trade on crude right here from 51.40. 51.40. 51. Hang on. We were looking for the up close there above the trend line, but it didn't happen. Okay. Right there, 51.43 was the spot. A little late getting into that. On the gold, that's the trend line on the gold. Okay, soybeans you can see really tanked over here. Okay. All right. On the gold, I believe we can go long right here at 42.8. Where's my gold on? There it is. All right, I just jumped in the gold at 42.6. Okay, my stop should be down there. That's good. Okay, what we want to see is a green line turn up and get up into the cycle here on the gold. Okay, on the Russell, we're pulling back. We're hitting the BBC, but the cycle is flat at the midpoint. With the gold here, guys, 4 ticks profit or close above the MA1, stop goes to break even. And there it goes. We're in at 42.6. I'm going to put a target up at 43.6 and see if we can nail it with the first trade. Okay, just going to lock in a couple of ticks on this right now. Okay. Come on, get up there, gold. There it goes. All right. So we got the target on the gold in the first trade. What did that take? 3 minutes. Okay, hang on, I gotta do something. I'll do that. Alright. Just check. Yeah. Okay, so 10 ticks on the gold, you see? That was our goal for the day right there. There. 78.03 is the high on this on the soybeans. I have a feeling this is just going to be, well, we've gone down significantly here. 72 is a significant area. We should get down to 74 right here. 78.50 is the high. 77.50 will be the low. Okay, so a down close here at 77.50 would be a short trade on the soybeans. All right, so we got a high here of 1243 on the gold. We would have a low of 1242.6. Down closer at 1242.6 on the gold would be a short trade. Right there. Okay, that may be just a pullback on the bigger move up. Okay, but it is what it is. It's going down. It gave us the trigger. I got in at 42.5. Stop at break even now. Okay. Was anybody around this morning at the news at 8:30? Gold went nuts. Can you guys hang around for that? Hang on, I can't even see the questions. There. All right. We got 5 locked in on the gold. 6. Okay. And we're flat with 6. God, why am I having trouble pulling that today? All right, crude oil has a long trade from right here at 51.52. Okay, and the soybeans should have been short over here at 77.48. I didn't have an order on ready for that, guys. But they should have been short right here on the down close below the trend line. All right, sorry about that. I did tell you about the soybean short though, didn't I? Oh, I don't know if I hit the record button. Thanks, Cliff. All right, good. Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, the 6th day of February 2015. What was the news at 8:30? The unemployment rate came out, on-farm payrolls came out. Let's go look. Here was the news at 8:30. All right, for us, the big ones, the unemployment rate, 5.7%, so it went up. The non-farm employment change, 257,000. Now, that's good news. That's bad news? That's good news. Okay, the average hourly earnings went up, apparently, but that's because there are fewer people in the average. So I didn't even look to see it. 12:45 today, we just have FOMC member Lockhart speaks and consumer credit at 3. And that's it. Okay. Can I fix your gold paint bars? I want to try out the red and blue ones. I want to see some things on the red and blue ones today. Did I see the Canadian employment rate? I didn't. Canadian unemployment rate 6.6%. And that was good news. Esteban. Did you ask a question, Esteban? Let me scroll up. Bart, you got in here. That's good. Is there a reason you changed colors? Yeah, that was something that we were looking at in the partners meeting last night, Esteban. At 9:15 on the Russell is, hang on, I missed all these questions here. And I didn't know my mic was open. unfortunately. I don't think there were any strange noises. Everybody was just leaving.
Yeah. Well, it happens, Michael, you know.
Yeah.
Lord knows it happens. Good morning, everyone.
Yes, good morning, Dwayne. When I have time at 9:15 on the Russell. Let's go look. We got the goal for the day, so you can ring the bell if you want to.
The
You happen to be
ringing.
near it.
All rise for the ringing of the bell.
If you happen to be near it. Since the Browning game did not crush the cyclist in something else. It would probably be an inverted 137B, Jim, at 9:15 on the Russell. No, I would call that a 164 right there. Yeah. Because they're coming right out of it. So yeah, I would call that a 164. On the gold, look for a down close below the trend line. This bar is not going to do it, but the next bar might be down at 41.2. On the gold, 41.2. On the Russell, we're pulling back. We're starting to pull back.
So the Sparrow.
1207.5 on the Russell.
Sparrow was laying on the psychiatrist's couch. The psychiatrist says, well, what's wrong? He says, well, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like somebody's always watching me.
Oops, I just got out of break even on the Russell.
Okay.
I think. Oh, no, I didn't. I got out with plus 6 ticks. I don't know what the heck I just did there. I flipped my Dom all around and everything else. I got 6 ticks on that one on the Russell.
You're like the Fonz. You just walk up to the Dom and just elbow it. Money comes out.
Music starts playing. Okay. Okay. I didn't do the gold. Sorry, go ahead.
You didn't do it? No, you didn't do the bracket trade. Is that what you're going to say?
No, I didn't do that either. I didn't do the gold, but I didn't do the trade that just set up here either. Because I was doing that thing with the Russell. But I didn't do the gold bracket trade either, and I just missed another Russell trade off the BBC right here.
Well, it's your life. Have you done any emails? Are there any emails?
I haven't done any emails.
All right, I'll check and see what's up.
Okay, let's draw a trend line over here.
Hey, Santos, are you here today?
I don't think so, Dwayne. I Skyped him and he was offline.
Okay.
So.
Because I can get me one of them time charts. I mean, a world time clock or something. What are the difference in the hours between us and Australia?
16. Well, it depends where in Australia, but.
Okay. Because I thought we had a trader that told us it was perfect for him. Maybe it's because you had a night job or something. I don't know.
Yeah, the Australian guys that I know, they have to get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to trade.
Yeah.
All right. Natural gas has a long trade right here at, had a long trade at 609. 609 right there. All right. You're muted. Yeah, Masood, we don't, during the live trading room, we don't let other people talk normally. Did you have a question though? Grant, there is, go to cfrn.net/trial. Okay, /trial. You can download the stuff from there. Brandon, is the bullish crossover? What time is it? This is all a few minutes ago. Guys, if you ask questions in the last few minutes, I didn't have my question box open, so I didn't see them. And a lot of them are too late right now. David, a lot of times you get slippage. Gold is running right here. Here's a trend line for it. The Russell just dropped down below the BBC. Dwayne. All right, the up close right here on a crude was a long trade. Sorry, guys. The up close. I got something on there. That's what it is. All right. That down close right there at 75, 975.75 is a short trade on the soybeans. Where's my soybeans on? There it is. Did I do that? I must have hit. Apply to all DOMs. Okay. I'm short 975.50 on the beans. Looking for a close below the MA1 or 4 ticks profit. It should be trying to get down to 74 first, then 72. There's 4 ticks profit. Stop to break even. It should be looking to get down to 72 here, guys. Okay, soybeans. All right, so I'm out flat on the beans. Okay, there was a long trade over here on the crude that I missed. And right here. All right, 51.60 right there. 51.60 right there on what market is this? Crude oil. Is a long trade. Okay. Eight ticks risk on that. Okay. Trying to drag it over for you. What we anticipate is that the green line is going to turn up and get up into the cycle. Now 4 ticks profit right there. 4 ticks profit or close above the MA1 is where I move the stop to break even. We're sitting at 4 ticks profit there. And I'm just going to lock in 1 tick, pay for it. And we want to see the green line get all the way up into the cycle, like that. There's 10 ticks locked in, 11, and we're flat with 11. Oops. David, it's nothing that you did. There's a number. Bert, what is the number that they need to call when the demo is off? Apparently it's off again.
800 920 5808 extension 4.
Okay. Everybody get that? 800. Here, I'll type it in anyway. 800.
You can't dial that number from an iPhone. Just saying.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
why. You might want to give them the other number.
Yeah, since most people have an iPhone. You can't dial an 800 number from an iPhone? That's weird.
No, I'm not. No, you can. But when I tried it yesterday, it wouldn't go through. A lady came on. She said parlez-vous something, and then hung up.
Other phone number for tech support, 614. Oh, good. Yeah, keep that close because I have a feeling we're gonna.
Brent says they know about it. He just spoke to them. They're working on an upgrade through the weekend. They hope to have it resolved Monday.
Good, Brent. Thank you. Thanks for the update.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It wouldn't hurt to call anyway, guys.
Yeah. It would not.
Let them know how many people they're annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't used to have a problem. What changed?
No, I don't know. That's just over my
He's
pay
not.
grade.
He's not allowed to say the ownership. He can't say that. Folks.
You can't.
I'll say it.
Okay.
I don't think they can hear me in this one. Well, I guess I could. I don't know. I don't even care. I did. I closed it out before the close. Okay.
And there goes the takeaway close. Okay. Okay, I see some machine IDs coming in, but I don't recognize the names as free trial names. That wouldn't make sense, now would it? But I'll get to the bottom of it. Like Jimmy Olsen would. Michael, I think your mic's off.
Oh, I said Grant's a partner.
He is not.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Just
Yeah, no
funning
joke.
you, bud.
No joke.
All right. Them bonds. Let me tell you. You never know what you're going to get. But you can have an idea. Some people went short the bonds at 148.16. That's how they handled it. I don't know. For those, it worked out pretty well. Because it dropped all the way to a low of 147.28. So that's not a full point, but it's still pretty good. I got that new liquidity list in the mail the other day, Bert, and they took off that euro dollar thing. Remember that used to confuse us when they said it was the most liquid instrument in the, even more than the S&P. In fact, that new list is quite interesting. I've got it. Let's see if it's, yeah, I think I have it right here. Or, yeah, the most liquid futures contracts. I always thought S&P, but they used to have that euro dollar thing sitting there. After that, it's the 10-year T-note. Now, this really surprised me. Anybody want to guess what number 3 is? Anybody? Anybody?
DJ Euro stocks.
It's going to blow your mind. You're not going to believe it.
I have no idea. On
Russell.
gold, I'm looking for a down close. 41.6 is the high. It's still looking for a down close. 41.8 is high. 41.4 will be the low.
All right, here we go. E-mini, 10-year T-note, Russell, NASDAQ, 100.
Russell's number 3.
Japanese, yeah, Russell's number 3. I don't see how that's possible. Japanese yen, 5-year T-note, S&P 500 the index, the big contract, 30-year bonds, crude oil,
Stop it.
corn, gold, soybeans, natural gas, gasoline, silver, sugar, mini Dow, wheat, heating oil, and then
Stop
there's a
it.
long
Plus
list. I could go on.
4.
Hey, Dwayne.
Yeah,
Look at the chat box, please.
I will. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there.
You don't. I'll take a peek.
All
Never
right,
did.
I just got out of the gold. A little bit of profit, guys.
Okie doke.
All right, I missed the Russell long over here. It was a momentum long trade. I did not get in on that. On the gold, looking at that over here.
Have you spoken with him? Speaking of,
Is that to me or to Bert?
it's you.
With,
Yeah, I'll
oh, yeah. Not today.
okay. You can just bring me up to speed when you can.
Okay.
If there's anything to bring up to speed.
Okay. 70.
Herman, are you here?
75.
Herman, I thought we agreed today right after the radio show, because remember I told you I had to stay late yesterday on the radio because on Thursday, every other Thursday, we have the gentleman, Ed Corey, who comes on. Yeah, today at, in fact, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll set up the meeting here in just a second, and I'll email you your link to get in, okay?
Change when the indicator goes to change.
Okay, perfect. In fact, I'll have it over to you in about 5 minutes.
Keith K. It was in an email that was sent to you. Are you using Ninja? You're using Ninja, right? Keith? I'm just reading your email right here. Okay. You already got them loaded, right?
You talking to me?
No, I was talking to Keith.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Keith K. There you go. You're all set now.
Okay. Now, Herman, you put in 2:45 Eastern. I'll be done with the radio today by 1. Is it better for you to do 1:45 Eastern, or is it better for you to do 2:45 Eastern? Which is better for you? I will accommodate you. 1:45. Okay, all right. That's what I'll punch it in for 1:45 then.
On the soybeans, guys, we've hit the BBC. We have a bullish cross, pull away, come back and test. We've hit the BBC. We have bullish divergence and a blue cycle. So all the requirements for a long trade are there except for the up close. Okay. Russell long, yeah, there were a few of them over here. There was a Russell long there. There was a Russell long here. And that was it.
Now, Herman and I will be working together for about an hour. When that ends, we could do the concierge class. I think I know some of you yesterday, earlier in the week said you were interested in the class, and then yesterday someone was really interested in the class via email, and so we can do that this afternoon if you would like. Give me some feedback and I'll schedule something. Okay. Okay, Herman, I'm sending you an email right now. If something should come up with your schedule, okay. It says 11:45 a.m. Mountain Standard, but that's the same as, I don't know why I did that. Oh, it's going to put it in your time zone, I bet, when it comes to you. But 1:45 p.m. Eastern. I'll see it there.
Okay, and there's people in here that, I don't know if you can see the box, but people want to attend a class today, if you're going to have one.
Okay. Okey-doke.
Herman said see you there.
Yes, sir. 1:45 Eastern. Did you already answer Keith's email? It just came in?
Yes, I already took care of it. David, I think the 1:45 Eastern is a meeting with Herman, but after that is when you're going to have the class. Is that right, Dwayne?
Yes, I'm just trying to figure out how much break time I need and when it will work best for. Let me do this. I'm going to be with Herman from 1:45 to 2:45 Eastern. Okay, guys, would you prefer 4 Eastern, 5 Eastern, or 6 Eastern? Majority wins.
All right, on the gold, the down close of this bar would be a short trade. 9.6 is the high, 9.2 would be the low. Okay, now 9.7 is the high, 9.3 would be the low. No, it's not going to be the case anymore. We got to draw a trend line now. You see how we have blue down here? That means we have to close below the trend line. Okay. 39.8 is the high, 39.4 will be the low. From 39.4 we'd go down to 39, 39.0. Now it's got 39. Never mind. Over here on the soybeans, that's a long trade. 79.25 is a long trade there on the soybeans. Okay. You see how we had the bullish cross, the pull away from the BBC, the test of the BBC, and the up close, bullish divergence in a blue cycle. Is anybody in here for the first time today? I should ask that.
Michael,
Yes.
that email that just came in, do you want to shoot out the reply on that? I don't know that I have a perfect copy.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, and you already explained to Masood. Yeah, Masood, anytime you'd like an open mic, if you have a question you want to ask and it's more than you feel like typing, more than happy to open your mic and let you ask if you'd like.
But typically we don't just leave the mics open in here. So
no, we don't leave them open
because
it just gets crazy. It gets crazy. Now I did it with when did I do that? I think I did it when we had the last orientation class. I let everybody have an open, and because we had such a small, well, it was a big group, but it was an orderly group, and yeah, and we weren't trading live and all that, so we might do that today, later this afternoon. Never know.
All right.
Well, Leslie, I'm stunned to hear that. Let me take a look.
All right, on the soybeans, we need 4 ticks profit or a close above the MA1 to move our stop to break even. So far, we just got 2 ticks profit in the trade. All right, we're in at 79.50. It's got to get up to 80.50 to move the stop to break even. 80.50 is right at the MA1. Okay. What we're anticipating is the green line is going to move up into the cycle, and when it does, we'll get up above 82. That's what we're anticipating. Okay. Leave it there for you.
Leslie, that was in like 2013. I'm not sure. Mike, when you get a chance, I know you're busy, but you need to take a look at that from Leslie.
Did I get it? I don't have anything from Leslie.
All right, I'll forward it to you. Because I was just going to do it, but I don't see the evidence that it was done, and so I'm not going to. Get it?
Not yet.
Oh.
It took it about 30 seconds last night to get to me.
Okay.
There we go. Yes, that is true. This week.
Okay, because I just searched that email address, and the last time I saw an interaction was in 2013.
Nope, it just came through this week, earlier this week. Oh, I see that. I did get it from Leslie. It's down there. Okay, 9:05.
All right. Well, then, dear Leslie, please extend my apology.
I think Bert already took care of it, though.
Did you, Bert?
Bert did. Yep.
Yeah, he's in.
Okay.
All right.
Find the proper list. Partners, no alerts. Where's that? Partners with no alerts. Okay.
All right.
That's
Gold just bounced around a lot right there. We can't trade the gold right here, sadly. going to slide the soybeans off to the side because it's distracting me. We're waiting for the soybeans to get up to 80.50 or close above the MA1. Okay. You got to break even on crude on this one? I didn't get anything on that one. Yeah. Dwayne, Herman's forgot something.
What's new, buddy?
He said, Dwayne, I made a mistake.
Do you want to email me or something about it?
I think he may have a conflicting thing there at that time, probably, maybe.
Oh.
No, 1 second.
Okay. Well, I'll do it later.
All the information isn't there yet, so let's just wait and see what comes out next. All right. There's a momentum short right here on the crude I didn't take. All right. I missed. It was over here on the Russell. I wouldn't have taken a trade right here with the cycle flat like that in the middle.
Okay. Now, in the chat box, I'll be sending a message to Bert and Michael.
All right, I just stopped out on the soybeans, guys. That's too bad.
There you go. There's the message.
Okay.
Unless you've already had that conversation with him.
I didn't have that.
Yeah, you will be having it.
Yeah.
My negotiating, they're sending me back to, what do they call it, sensitivity training.
Yeah. Over here on the gold, there was a long trade right there on the up close. Yeah, okay, I'll have that conversation.
They're so perfect. Ugh.
I'll have that conversation when the time comes. Herman.
Will be Monday morning about time the market opens, but
Wow. Hang on, Herman. I know you typed something. Okay, I clicked the wrong place. What the heck? Oh, I see.
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
Michael and Dwayne, thanks for all your help so far. Just finished 10 days straight of reaching my goal, going live on Monday.
Awesome, Mike.
Yeah, and you know what? We'll talk a little, if you're around for the radio today, if you can be, we'll talk a little bit about going live, okay? Some people think nothing of it. They just go live and lose all their money. Other people do think a lot about it, and they do all the right things and take the right steps. And when that person goes live, I want to be there to hold their hand, catch them when they fall. I'll make you a sandwich, whatever it takes, because it is a shock to the system. It really is, you know. And but you're going to be just fine because you're in good hands.
You see the message from Herman in there?
No.
Did you see it
But I'm
about
looking for it.
not being able to make the appointment?
Okay.
10:18 time. Okay, and Keith wants me to go over the momentum trade that I have highlighted here. A momentum trade is when the entry of the trade is a close below the trend line and below the MA1 at the same time, or on the other side of the MA1, could be above it. This is the trend line. Momentum trades usually have very little divergence. Okay. Now, it's called a momentum trade because it happens when there's a bunch of momentum. It doesn't pull back far enough to get on the other side of the MA1. Okay. When you enter the trade, you've already met the requirement for moving your stop to break even. So as soon as you get any profit in the trade, you got to move your stop to break even. So in a trade like this, if you get in, let's say you get in right here at 51.72 or 51.71, and it dropped down here to 51.61, you should move your stop in right away. Okay.
Herman, I rescheduled this for same time Monday. That work for you? Okay, good. Then I think it's going to be the same link, but just in case, I'll email it to you again.
Yeah, but
Alyssa, did you get your indicators yet? I see you sent a machine ID. Are you in here right now? Thank you, Jim. That's a nice thing for you to say. I've never been compared to Grecian Formula 16 or whatever that's called, but thank you. What were you going to say, Mike?
I just got to go check something really quick.
Okay. John's sitting out there knocking on the door. Dr. John, is that you? With a slightly modified email address. Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show, one of the first concerts I ever saw.
All right. The little thing that I just typed in there was for you and Bert. Dwayne.
Okay.
When you get a chance, just FYI.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Rod, if you right-click, go to indicators. It doesn't matter what format it is, but go to indicator. Not indicators. Go to data and save image. That will bring up something like this. Defaults to a JPEG. That's fine. Okay.
Alyssa, are you in here?
All right. On the crude.
I want to handle your request for you, but right, never mind.
Pull back. Nothing there. Alyssa is not in here.
Hines, I'm doing some checking for you, okay? Let's see what I can come up with.
All right, 51.63 up to 51.67 is not going to do it because we have red on the cycle, so we got to close above the trend line. But from 67, oops, never mind, it's going down. It's going down to the YVR anyway. The black step line is going to cross below on the up close of this bar, so we're not going to get a trade. Okay, so there's no trade there on the crude. All right, it is now 10:27, so we're about halfway through the morning. Currently I'm up 20 on gold, 6 on the Russell, 11 on crude, and I'm down 8 on beans.
David, you asked when is the concierge class? This afternoon, you guys vote. Actually, we can change that now because Herman and I have changed our meeting until Monday. It could be, let's see, I'm done with the radio show at 2. Oh, wait a minute. What the heck was I thinking? 1:45. I'm not done with the show until 2:15.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was wondering. But were you talking Mountain Time or Eastern Time?
Eastern.
Okay, I was thinking the only.
I made a mistake, Herman. We're gonna have to bump Monday to 2:45 Eastern. I apologize. The radio show doesn't end until 2:15, so praying that'll be okay with you, and I'll send you another email. So today, guys, 3, 4, or 5. If you want to go to the concierge class this afternoon, put your name in the chat box and then pick a number, 3, 4, 5 Eastern, and I'm going to record it anyway. But if that's all you want as a recording, I recorded the last one, so you could just go listen to that. I mean, I think it's very important that you be there in person. Not because I get a bonus on my check or anything, just so that you can, get close to the metal and ask real questions. And
so far, everybody's saying 3.
All right. The little hamster will be back on the wheel, 3 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, if you wanted to do the YBR, you guys that are partners who know what the YBR trade is, if you wanted to take the bounce off the YBR right here, you could have done that, the blue YBR, with as much divergence as we had here. It's not a trade that we do in here, though. Okay. Scott, to make it happen on crude, you got to put a 0 before the 2 where it says 0.25 on all of them. All right, if you try to apply this CFTC indicator, here, let me just do it here for you. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, take that off and do indicators CFTC. To apply it to crude oil, because there's 2 decimal points, for some reason you got to put a 0 before the 2 right here on all 3 of these for it to show up. And if you're in something like natural gas, that number is going to be just a little bit different. Okay. The previous recorded concierge, I think they're all out on the Google Plus page, aren't they, Dwayne?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. That is correct.
Down close over here on the Russell was a short trade. That down close right there on gold was also a short trade.
Every webinar, seminar, class, everything I've done, I've recorded and put out there. I usually don't tell you ahead of time I'm going to record it. I play like I might not, you know, just to make you come and show up in person, because I like to see if you're willing to actually rearrange your schedule and put it at a level of importance and priority in your life, because it says a lot, you know.
And up close at 82 on crude would be a long trade. Okay.
I get out a bit early for people that I know are actually trying, that are doing their coursework, business plans, trading plans, Audacity recordings, that kind of thing. Michael and I cannot become traders for you. You have to become a trader. We'll do everything we can to help you, but you have to do your part.
All right, on the crude, we're looking for an up close at 51.80.
You know, now Bert, he'll just stay to take a hike, but, you know, Michael are not like that.
We don't like that. Momentum
Bert,
trade here
come on,
on the
laugh,
gold.
man, it's Friday.
I'm replying to Heinz's email.
Oh, sorry. Huh. He said seriously. Okay. From his foxhole, as I was trying to cop a square. Okay, got it.
All right, so we're waiting here on the crude for the up close. In the meantime, my
Got
finger
my
was on the
Obamacare quotes yesterday. Me and my wife, good looking, good health. People think we're teenagers. Man, it's killing me. It's $1,000 a month.
36. Gold has got a short here too, guys. Okay, I just shorted gold at 1210.7. Hang on, I'm trying to drag it over. 1210.7. We finally got the up close over here on the crude. That up close right there at 51.82. I'm trying 51.83. I'm not filled yet. Right, and I'm not gonna get filled. I took that order off. So this up close right here on the crude was a spot to get long. I'm short on the gold at 1207. Oh, that's not the gold. Oh my gosh, that's a Russell. Okay, I just took that off. I have my gold and my Russell DOMs in the wrong place. I'm not short on the gold yet. Thanks, guys. Okay, I just took that off. I got profit on it. I got one tick profit on that. I'm not going to count that. All right, and I did just get short to gold. All right. That was dumb.
Michael, what does your healthcare run, or is it double agent? Is it like subsidized? Is that how that works? I mean,
My healthcare?
you don't tell me. I was just joking.
About $1,700 a month.
See, that's. Well, you have people that get sick. Like you got kids, they get, you know, sometimes they get cold and things.
Yeah.
You know, so you're actually using yours.
Yeah, right now especially. You know, all this last month and a half,
Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah.
Okay, I just stopped out on that gold. I actually did take the gold there, and it did stop out. Yes. Yeah, Massachusetts is great.
He's like, well, he goes, okay, here's the deal. For 900, I can give you insurance. For $1,000, I can give you peace of mind. What do you want? I guess I'll take the peace of mind. I said, all right, smart man. Then I heard him like ring a bell, and a bunch of people went, yeah, we got another one.
So just calculate this.
If my wife shot herself in the foot, she wouldn't go to the doctor. Oh, no, you just need
She'd create her own. She'd create her own gauze.
She'd look a little poultice, you know. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be all right. She'd order like a special clay from Madagascar from Amazon.com, and she would wait patiently a couple days for it to show up, and then she'd pack the hole.
Al, do you have like
that.
do you have a family plan? I'm guessing this was Blue Cross, right?
No, the kids are covered until they're 18 because we adopted, and if they choose to go to college, they're covered until they're 21 by the state of Arizona.
No, well, that's good.
Yeah, which was very, very nice of them, I thought.
That was very, very good of them to do that for you.
I just wanted to know if it included mental health too, because I'm pretty sure I'm going crazy. And he said, yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
I hope he didn't lie.
Fortunately. All right, on natural gas, guys, we got a high here of 1216 and 216, 2615. My gosh, 2615. And we're gonna have a low of 2611. Okay. Hang on a sec. I gotta take this call really.
All right. Guys, if you have any questions for me, put them in the chat box, and I'll be right over to the chat box and answer them. Okay, I have now arrived at the chat box. See if anybody has a question. Oh, Herman, but you got the link, but did you hear me say that the radio show's not over until 2:15 Eastern? I wasn't thinking clearly. So let's do, can you do 2:30 Eastern? Can you do that?
All right, on the natural gas, guys, trying to fill right now at 612. Okay, the down close off the BBC right here at 613 was the spot to get short. I'm trying to get filled at 612. Okay, see.
2:30 Eastern, Herman. Will that work? Yes, 2:30 in the afternoon Eastern. And I won't change it again on you. See, the radio show doesn't end until 2:15. Okay, so that just gives me enough time. My wife fixed me a sturdy sandwich, and I'll be good to go. All right. I will then send you yet another email with yet another link, and it's carved in stone.
Okay, I'm filled at 2612 on the gas.
Alyssa, still looking for Alyssa. Are you here?
Alyssa's not been here.
Okay. Is Alyssa on a trial?
I didn't see that trial come through, honestly.
Yeah, me either. So that's why I'm not enabling the indicators.
All right, 2612 is where I shorted that. See, so far it's only dropped down to 2609. If it gets down to 2608, I'll move my stop to break even on the natural gas. On the crude oil right here, guys, this was a momentum short trade right there. God, there's a lot of red.
I'm sending her a quick email. Just let her know to go sign it. Maybe she just doesn't know she needs to do that part first. So, okay. Guys, I think I've hit all the emails. It's usually light on Friday, but it was heavy today. But anyway, if you've reached out to me, if I owe you an email, a phone call,
All right, natural gas is tanking.
a reading of a plan, anything, let me know, and I'll get it straight. Pretty sure there's a trading plan I need to review. If you're here now, let me know. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm going to mute my mic so I don't keep bugging you.
It's all right. Where did I? It was natural gas right here. All right, the crude is tanking too, but I'm not in the crude. I'm in the natural gas. So we're short the crude right there at 26.12. We have 4 ticks profit locked in on that. All right, it's gotten down. It's gotten as much as 8 ticks. See, so my stop is 26.08. It's right here at the MA1, whichever is closest to price, right? That's what I tell you all the time. So we just took 4 ticks profit on the gas. Okay. All right, here on the crude, I missed a few trades in here, guys.
He did the David. He did the David. For our lucky subscribers, our bond trade from the alerts last night just soared past $1,000 per contract. However, we were only looking for 4 ticks. So.
All right. There was a long trade over
guys,
here.
that was a joke. And
Hey, I have to go check something really quick. Can you?
oh shit! I'll do whatever you want. Tell me.
Thanks. Just hang out and
All right.
entertain for a minute. I'll be right back.
I got nothing to do. Okay, guys, tell me what you want to. What's on your mind as we go into this class this afternoon on the alerts? You know, if anybody wants to type in some of the stuff you want to talk about, maybe we'll get some charts together. Although I won't go back and find, you know, I won't cherry pick. We just have to work from yesterday, today, whatever, you know. And Grant, Michael will take care of your DLL files for you. If anyone sees a trade setting up, I'll grab the charts, walk you through it, if you'd like. Just let me know. Let me get the chat box over here where I can see it and my charts at the same time. Oh, you got it, Grant? Okay, good. Perfect. Okay, bonds are dropping pretty briskly here. Now the alert was 148.16. So we can take a peek at that because you guys don't get to see bonds too often. And Michael will explain to you why we don't do those in here. But let me grab the charts just momentarily till he gets back. Okay. And okay, you should be seeing my screen now. This is the bonds on an hourly chart. Okay, so here's the last 3 hours. The alert last night said to consider being long above 149.23, short below 148.16. So there's 148.16. Of course, we've got to bump that down 1 notch. Okay, now let's make this a 4-tick range and see what it looked like when it happened. Is that the whole? That was the whole enchilada right there. I believe it was. Okay. All right. So let's go back, take a closer look. Walk the line here for about a minute. That's for those who may be new. These are range candles. Every candle is exactly 4 ticks tall. It can take 4 seconds, 4 minutes, or 4 hours for a range candle to form because there's no time element. It all has to do with price. Okay. So if we triggered at 148.15, we dropped to 148.10. That's 5 ticks. We need 4 ticks. Okay. 4 ticks is what we need to hit our daily goal with bonds, and that would be right here at 148.
Okay.
148.11. Okay. And so we'll put. Michael, tell them why, since bonds are pretty liquid and there are things that. Tell them why we don't trade bonds.
There's not that much volatility.
Okay.
Really, there's not that much volatility. With a 4-tick range bar, you could sit in one for 5 minutes before you get the next bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, today there was because we had the news that came out this morning about the unemployment rate, or the employment rate.
Well, yeah. See, we triggered Our alert was 148.16, and we've traded now as low as 147.12. And that thing I put in there about the lucky subscribers, I just did that as a joke because David always puts that on his chart. So, okay. And over here, see if it had come just one tick higher, it would have let the trade, and it would have been good to go all over again. But it didn't. So, feel free to grab the charts back. I was just showing them bonds. All right.
Mm.
I said, did you want to take the charts
Oh,
back?
yes. Okay, I didn't hear. I'm sorry. Yes, I'll take the charts back. I'd be happy to take the charts back. Thank you.
Tom, talk to me. Tell me what's happening there.
All right, this down close right here on crude oil is a short trade, 51.33. 51.33, and I just shorted.
I see the other part of your comment.
51.33.
Yeah, yeah. About 10:30, 11 Eastern. Bang. Hour, sometimes 2 hours. Sometimes the London Open, 3 a.m. You get their points and go to bed. Typically, the alerts will trigger anywhere from 3 to 15 times a day. The last couple of days, we've had situations where we would trigger a couple times, and then we would fly away. We would just take off and head north. So if that's the worst thing that ever happens to you, you're living a blessed life. You're doing something right.
All right, we just stopped out on the crude. We're long the gold. We're looking to go short on the Russell. 11.7 is the high on this. 11.3 will be the low on the Russell. Okay, down close at 11.3 would be a short trade on the Russell. We're long the gold right here. Okay.
John, I am looking for your email.
Out on the crude. All right, now it's going to be 11.4 on the Russell. Okay, down close at 11.4 on the Russell would be a short trade. All right, there's the down close at 11.4. And so that is a short trade on the Russell. Stop should be 8 ticks away. 8 ticks away. Okay, so we're short the Russell and we're long gold. All right, stop to break even on the Russell. Gold's not going in our favor here. The Russell is, though. We're looking for the green line to get all the way down into the cycle here, and for the green line to get all the way up into the cycle here. Okay. Move that over so we can see what's happening. All right, we just stopped out at break even on the Russell. And we're still in the gold trade. Okay, Esteban, you see every time I take a trade, I put these arrows on here. That show where I traded. Now, we've closed above the MA1 here on the gold right there. So that meets the requirement for moving the stop to break even. Obviously, I can't. And so the question becomes, do you just get out then, take a loss at whatever you have, which in my case at that time would have been would have been -4 rather than the -8 that I just got.
That was a question from Joe last night, wasn't it?
His question was if you missed the chance to move your stop to break even when you could have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Do you just get out? And I was explaining it to him right here while it was happening, and then it stopped me out. I was thinking about just getting out right there.
John, good question and good eye. Are you going to be in the radio program today when I typically go over the charts and whatnot? No, I definitely got, no, John L. had sent me an email last night, and I'm going to go over it on the radio show, but I wanted to make sure he could be there. If not, I would go over it with him. Okay. I do record them now, everybody who doesn't know, the radio show. I shouldn't tell you, you won't come. Anyway, I don't care. We record the audio and the video. And because I got out of the habit of recording the podcast for a while, the last 2 days I made an 8-hour podcast. Oh, it's still recording from yesterday. I'll make that 3 days in a row. I got to go in and edit all of those files. Yeah. So, John L., was that a yes or a no? Yes, okay. What time is it? Yeah. If you're not there when I go over it, I'll make note of the timestamp and email it to you, so when I upload the radio show, you can go take a look at it. He says, I really like using the indicators to get in the trade. I got in early at 20.54.50 last night. Got my 2 points. Good job, John. I'm really proud. I'm happy for you, man. I am. No, you are trying. You're working. No, now correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't like to be one of those guys that goes out on the, with the tall tales. And nobody knows who I'm talking about right now. So when you first came along, did you tell me you were living out of your car and working and you wanted to learn how to trade? Again, don't be embarrassed because nobody knows what I'm talking about. I'm proud of you. That's an American hero to me right there. There's nothing to be embarrassed about.
All right. This down close right here on the gold is a short trade at 33.2.
See, my wife would be all over me because I got the
I just shorted 33.3.
Working 2 jobs, sleeping 4 hours a night, and learning how to trade.
Locking in profit here. Oops, and it just took me out.
Good job. I don't know how tall you are. I don't know how good looking you are. I don't know what sort of education you have. But I'm going to tell you what you have in your favor more than anything. You have a great attitude.
All right. We're testing the BBC over here on the crude. Never mind. We got red on the cycle, so we need to close above this trend line. We need to close above that trend line. And Esteban, this is a live account, so I don't know what you're thinking. It would say demo up here on the top if it was a demo account. Okay. Same thing on the DOM.
Yeah, on the radio show, when I pull mine up, it says it right there, big as day. Demo.
Here's a short right here, another short on the gold right there. That would be a momentum short, so as soon as you get profit in the trade, throw your stop at break even, like I just did, and lock in profit as fast as you can. that's it. Yep. DT Pro. 6 to go, Marianne.
And got those 4 ticks. Good job. In the bonds. 4 days in a row. 6 to go. You know, I wish I hadn't. You're going to do great.
All right, so I'm looking across the markets and I see nothing. Um, 30.3 right here on the gold. 30.3. Oops. 30.3 right there on the gold. I'm not in it.
You know, Esteban, if you have problems with your fills, there's all kinds of ways to set up your order. You can do market if touched. You can do any kind of, you know, if you're having some kind of an issue. I don't know who you broke with. That whoever your broker is, that may have something to do with your problem. Herman, you got the move on goal. Good job. Or no, crude. Which one? Market if clouched. Lots of slippage.
If touched. Touched.
Well, with DT Pro, rarely have I ever paid more than 1 tick of slip on market if touched.
Oh, on the yes. On some of these other markets, it happens. But I don't use MIT orders anyway. I use buy stops and sell stops everywhere.
Which brings up
51.12 is the high on this. 51.08 will be the low. Oops. Now I'm going to move it over. All right, 51.18 is the high. 51.14 is the low. All right, thanks, Al. 51.14 is the high. 51.10 will be the low on this. Now, see, I'm still trying to figure out where to put my order on this because it keeps changing on me. Now we have blue on the cycle, so we got to have it, you know, even though it's testing the BBC, we still got to have a close below the trend line. All right, so if I were going to plan my order out right now, from 20, it would go down to 16. From 16, it would go down to 12. That would be a momentum trade down there at 12, all the way down there at 12. So I could put that order on right now. I could say, all right, 51.12 is where I'm going to put my sell stop on, or 51.11 because 51.12, it needs to get through 51.12, so I can put that on right now ahead of time because these are range bars, so I know how far down it's got to go. Assuming that we don't go any higher on this bar, and we won't, and assuming that this bar starts here at 51.16 and goes straight down to 51.12, then I'll fill right here at 51.11. I would have if it were going down, but it's not. Okay? That's how to do it.
This is how we do it.
I placed a sell, in that case it was a sell stop limit, yeah. No, it's
Herman,
a sell stop limit order.
Herman, no, you talk. You go ahead, Michael.
I was going to say, well, I was done. It's a sell stop limit order was my answer. I missed this one over here on the natural gas. I missed some nice trades today. What time is it? It's 11:07. Yeesh. It's
You might
11:07.
be able to answer Herman's question, but I think Bert's probably the best one to answer it.
I have something curious. I mentioned I have to C set on Ninja Dom a stop +4 target second trial, but sometimes when it does not hit the target, it splits the stops. I don't know exactly what that means, but if it's on Ninja, then Bert probably won't be able to answer it, and I can't answer it either. It's been a long time since I've really used Ninja. I mean, I used it that one time that I was in the mountains in North Carolina when we had problems with DT Pro. But other than that, it's been a while. You know, I never really played with the bells and whistles. You're talking about... I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go first.
I was going to say, Herman, you are talking about Ninja, not DT Pro, right?
Yeah, he's talking Ninja.
Okay, that's what I thought. Right. Bert, do you know what he's talking about? Because I don't.
Looks like a strategy order, but I don't know the details of Ninja like that, so...
Well, we have some...
You could email Ninja. Ninja will email him back.
We have people in here who are pretty knowledgeable with Ninja.
Actually, that's true.
I think if...
Good idea.
If, I don't know that the question is worded right, though, because, well, he's from Switzerland. 51.29 is... It didn't really close above the trend line, so you could go long right here at 51.33 on the crude, right? 51.33. Now look, that's a live market order right there. I'm long at 51.33, and I just put the order on right there at 51.33. Okay, when I saw it close up there, it moved up a little bit, and I dropped the order on at 51.33, a limit order, and it filled. Okay, so now I'm in the trade, and my stop should be 8 ticks away. Right there it is, and I don't have a target on the trade. Okay.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to go with 3 p.m. Eastern.
See, you can see the actual value of the trade after the commission.
Today.
Okay, Esteban. I hate watching that myself. And there it goes. Okay, so I just stopped out on that one. I actually should have had my stop at break even on that, but I was more focused on things that the reason I should have had my stop at break even, guys, was because we closed above the MA1, so it was a momentum trade, and then it moved up 3 ticks. So as soon as we had profit in the trade, I should have moved my stop to break even. So I should not have lost 8 ticks on that trade, but I did. I did it wrong. My mistake. Watch the gold over here. We'll get this one on gold. We'll get it back over here on the gold. Gold's been good to us today. 32.5 is low. 32.9 will be the high. Make sure I'm hitting the right dome. All right. So now 32.5 is low on this. 32.9 will be the high. So I got my order on there at 33. You see? All right. Now it's gone down, so I got to change that. And now the crude works. Hang on a second. 32.4 is, no, 32.3 is the low. So 32.7 would be the high. That would be high enough. So I'm going to put a buy stop on at 32.8. You see right there. And this one, because I'm doing it ahead of time, I can do it just like that. The crude right here, 51.34, has a long trade right there. Okay, and I just put that on at 51.34. All right. It's an up close off the BBC with a bullish divergence in a blue cycle. All right, so now I'm long gold and I'm long crude. Okay, now stop at break even on the crude trade. Stop at break even on the gold trade.
Hey, Foxhole, I'm sending you a invitation as well, but please don't feel obligated.
On the crude, I have my stop at +5. On the gold, we're still just hovering. On the crude, my stop is at +9, so I'm flat with 9 on the crude. Okay, and I'm still in the gold. Okay, now that crude was off the BDC right there. And we just took 9 ticks profit on that, and I'm out of break even on the gold. Okay, it's 11:13, guys. 11:13.
Oh my goodness, I haven't marked up any trades.
Normally I say what time it is more frequently, but today I didn't.
Sure didn't. Bad boy. Okay, guys, in the chat box at the bottom, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I could be out drinking with the boys, but oh no, I'm going to be right here working with you. 2 reasons. I don't have any boys, and I don't go drinking places, so you're my first choice. Anybody can come. Sorry.
All right.
All right. Thanks. I appreciate that. But don't feel obligated, okay? You know what? Invite Leslie to come. If it's not a busy afternoon, if she's not on the phone, I added a new link on that thing we were working on, Bert. I'm updating it daily. I saw that she did, and so I updated the link as well. So that's working out nice, I think. We'll see. So those of you that are here, if you get an email later, some kind of bulk email thing inviting you, I mean, let me say this. If you're a partner or a client and you still get the pitch, you know, marketing emails, I know somebody emailed me the other day, and I'm going to be honest, I failed to go and take you off the list right away, and so, but anyone who gets marketing stuff, if you'll email me and say I'm already a partner, I'm already a client, I will get you off the marketing list, okay? I know that's a little aggravating, and the postage is killing me, so. Okay, tough room. It's supposed to be an automatic process, but it's not perfect, obviously.
All right. And where is that thing? Did I take that last crude trade? This right here? No, I didn't. I wasn't even looking at it. Ron, sorry. I was looking over here. There was something I was looking for. I'm still looking for. Here it is. Yeah, Dwayne, that Alyssa did not formally go through the thing. I don't
Okay.
know.
Well, I sent her an email and asked her to please do so.
Okay.
The difference, Amon, is if you sign up today as a partner, you don't get the trade alerts. It's the only difference.
Yeah. You get the trade alerts if you're a concierge client. Okay. Here's the way it works. You can be a concierge client for 3 months or for a year. It's up to you. Those are recurring fees. They are recurring. When you're a concierge client, you have access to everything that you would normally have access to as a mentoring client or as a mentoring partner, except that it's only for the duration of your concierge subscription. Okay, when you become a mentoring partner, you get the indicators for life. Okay, and you have 3 months of access to everything that we do, except the alerts. But you get the indicators for life. So the goal is to teach you how to trade, and once you know how to trade, you can choose to be in here with us if you want to or not. After the 3 months is up, it's $75 a month. Okay, that is the deal. $75 a month is for the live trading room, for the weekly partners meetings, for the weekly trading zones, for the access to the members area, and for the one-on-one training with Dwayne and I. If you don't need that, then you don't have to pay the $75 a month. It's up to you.
Some partners sign up to get the zones, and we never hear from them again.
Yeah,
That's
true.
That's all they want. They just give me the zones.
All right, it's 11:19. Currently, I'm plus 15 on gold, plus 6 on the Russell, plus 4 on crude, minus 8 on beans, and plus 4 on gas. That's where I stand.
Okay. The S&P today. What is that? 2056.50. So that's 5 ticks. Okay. All right. Real quick, guys, for those of you that won't make it to the radio show today, on the S&P 500 E-mini futures, last night the concierge trade alert said to be long above 2056 or short below 2048. We bump it up 1 tick to 2056 and a quarter. This way, everything's covered, right? Because in order to be long above something, yeah, it's got to be the next tick. So
You've got to be above it.
got to be above it. Okay, here we go. All rise for the reading of the tape. 5 ticks. 8 ticks. 8 ticks. 7 ticks. 8 ticks. 8 ticks. And that's it. Beautiful day. And I wrote 10 on every doggone one of those. And I think I measured it as 10. Let's see. 2056 and a quarter, 2058 and a quarter. Yeah, every time I said 8, it was actually 10. In case anybody cares. But I got to redo it now. It'll be confusing. No, that is 8. Who spiked the coffee? No, I just put the wrong number. The bar's in the right place. It's just the number was off. It should be 8 instead of 10. I called them out right.
You called them out right? Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't say 10, right? I said 8, didn't I?
You said 8, yep.
Yeah, it was 5, 8, 7, 8, another 8, another 7, another 8.
Oh.
You're not counting. Are you counting behind me or something? Or
No, I was doing something else.
okay.
Hey, Herman, you know what? I may be wrong on that. Let me just check.
Hey, what about that newscaster guy who had to recant his story about being shot down?
Brian Williams, yeah.
Yeah, what do you think? Do you think he seems like such a clean-cut kind of guy, but I don't know if you know, people do anything to get rich and famous. He just doesn't seem like that kind of guy. But then again,
Yeah.
I would have let Bill Cosby babysit my kids. You never know.
Yeah. You did do that part, Herman. The thing that I just sent to you, look in the red on the bottom.
Bert, you on the hook? Foxhole, you there? Strong silent type.
Here, Herman, I'll send you something right now, okay? Here it is. Okay.
Are you talking about on the ES? Yep. No, you're not. How many trades were there? Let's see. There was 5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. You know what? I gotta wrap it up. It's time.
Yeah, it is. There were 8 trades that triggered on the ES today, based on the
Wow.
alerts.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a lot of trades.
All right. Here we go. I'm gonna call. Let me just call the 8s. 8.
Okay.
You ready? 8.
Go.
All right. That's just one. Come on. 8. 8. 8. 8. And 2 7s and a 5. That was it.
So 32, 46, 51 ticks.
Okay.
All right. There's Dwayne in the email, the ticket that just came through. That's for you.
Okay.
All right. Now today in, what is this? Soybeans, we lost 8 ticks today. -8. In the Russell today we made 6 ticks. In natural gas today we made 4 ticks. In crude oil today we made 4 ticks. And in gold today we made 15 ticks. Today it took us 3 minutes and 1 trade to get to $100 a contract.
Are you in here right now, Daniel? I'm sorry.
15, 17 trades. Okay.
I don't recognize your email address. I'm just trying to figure out if I know you or not. My mom always said, don't talk to strangers. Yeah, I'm a real riot, huh?
Yes, Herman, it will be automatic on PayPal, yep.
Okay, I'll shoot, I guess Daniel's not here. I'll shoot him an email and hook up with him.
Okay. Thank you, Herman. All right, let me save this, and then I'll go over it, and I'll show you how to get into the next session. Is anybody in here for the first time today? I just went through this whole day, and I don't think I showed one time how to do the trades. Is this anybody's first day? Brian, it's your first day? I'm sorry, man. Let me show you what the trade setups are, okay, in just a minute here. Today, we lost 8 ticks on soybeans. We made 6 ticks on the Russell. We made 4 ticks on gas and 4 ticks on crude and 15 ticks on gold. All right, so on the month, the 5 days traded so far, we're up $1,615 per contract gross, okay? If you apply an $8 commission to every trade we've taken, you would be up $863. If you apply a $5 commission to every trade we've taken, you would be up $1,145, okay? Let's see. Our daily average gross is $323. That's our daily average gross. Okay, so far this month, $323 per contract, trading 1 contract. If you apply an $8 commission to every trade we've taken, our daily average net would be $172.60. If you apply a $5 commission to every trade we've taken, our daily average net would be $229. Okay, and let me do this. I'm going to put 2 numbers under here. This equals that times 8. Oops.
Might that be the person you mentioned this morning might call me today? Sliding away?
No.
Okay.
Nope. It's a she. Alicia Tomasino. Something like that.
Okay.
Hang on. Let me see. In this, I want to do that minus that. Oops. What column is this? S. Times that. $670. I don't know, it's R. R670. There. Okay, that should do it. There. Okay, so if you had an $8 commission and you stopped at 2 points a day every time that I got 2 points, and you took the total number of trades that I took, your net would be 330.5. 330.5. Okay, that's where you would be on the month so far. Okay, there. Thank you, Herman. All right, so that is that. Now let me save this, and then I'll go over the trade setups. Okay. Let me save that and that. And minimize that, and a couple of things. Yes, Steve. I'll send it to you right now. It's got new stuff on it. It's fancy. Okay, hang on, here we go. Oops. It's gonna load, I know it will. To get into the next session, I want to show you guys how to get in the next session here, okay? I did 2 of them there, Coronacar. I did one at $5 and one at $8. All right. To get in, because I don't know what everybody's commissions are. They're all different. To get into the next session, if you go to cfrn.net and you scroll down, in the right-hand side where it says click here, and click there, and then you scroll down to where it says watch live now, and click there. And fill out this little form. You'll be sent a link to get into the next session prior to the next session every business day for the rest of the month of February. Okay. I didn't load the workshop from last night into Vimeo yet. I'm gonna load it right now. It should be done by the end of the by the end of the live stream, and by the end of the next session, Dwayne. Okay, I know you got stuff that you're going to be doing and all that, but I just wanted to let you know that I will start that process right now. Okay, so I wanted to show you the trade setups too. Okay, there was one earlier on soybeans. I think I stopped out on it, but it was a good illustration of it. But let's just, I'm sure we got one here in crude somewhere. I want it to be a long trade. Okay, because I knew. Yeah, here's one right here in crude. All right. All right. So here we go. What you're looking for, these, let me go over the different parts of everything here. I did this trade wrong. This one that stopped out, was that today? That was today. This one that stopped out on crude this morning, I did it wrong, and I'll show you why. The MA1 is the red and blue line here on price. The cycle is the red and blue line down here in the slingshot. The green line up here in price is called the BBC, stands for bull bear cross. The green line down here, I just refer to as a green line. The black step line up here, all you need to know about that is it needs to be on the same side of the BBC as the cycle to take a trade. Okay. The brown line down here, just ignore that for now. What you look for, step 1, rules for trading a bounce off the BBC. The bounce off the BBC is when it comes down and it hits the BBC like it did right there. Okay. Step 1 is the MA1 crosses over the BBC. Step 2 is price pulls away from the BBC at least one tick. Step 3 is it comes down, it hits the BBC like it did right there, and then you get an up close. The entry is on the up close. All right. I don't know why, but I entered on the up close above the trend line instead of the up close above there. And when I did that, I should have actually put my stop right at break even right away because of this. But I think I was distracted and I was doing something else on that. And I messed that trade up 2 different ways. I messed it up by not moving my stop to break even, and I messed it up by entering up here instead of down here. But the actual entry should have been right here on the up close of that bar. Okay. That's trading a bounce off the BBC. Okay. Now you see it did it again right over here. It went up, it put in a higher swing, came back down, hit the BBC. We still had bullish divergence and we still had a blue cycle. Now the cycle has to be blue to take a bounce off the BBC. All right. Now if the cycle is not blue, let's find a trade. Hang on. Well, I'll show you one here. I didn't take it over here. Well, this is one. This is this trade going short. We had a bearish cross. Price pulled away. Price pulled back up and hit the BBC, and it gave a down close. In this case, we had bearish divergence and a red cycle. Okay. Now, if the cycle is not the right color, here's a trade setting up right here. You see, we've hit the BBC. We have bullish divergence, and the cycle is blue. Bullish divergence is when the green line has moved away from the cycle. Okay, so this up close right here is a long trade on crude at 51.50. Now what you anticipate is going to happen is this green line is going to turn up and get up into the cycle, and you're going to put in a higher swing. Okay, so did you see that? The entry would have been right there at 51.50, and now you'd be locking it in. Okay, and that's it. That's it for this side. Now the other side is when the cycle is the wrong color, or it's when the cycle is the wrong color, or you don't hit the BBC. Let me scroll back. I know I took some trades like this in crude today. All right, well I highlighted some. All right, in this case right here, you see step 1 and 2 are the same. Okay. I don't know what you're trading when you're doing that, Brian, but I know you're looking at the ES, so I can do this on the ES if you want. Right in here would have been an opportunity. Okay, we can do it on the long side. Right here on this up close, okay, because price did hit the BBC here, you got step 1 is the same, step 2 is the same, you got your cross and your pull away. In this case, it did hit the BBC, but the cycle is the wrong color. but the cycle is the wrong color. Okay, so you got to draw a trend line. Now you draw a trend line down the tops until price hits the BBC. Then you take the next close above the trend line, as long as the back step line is still above the BBC. So the long trade would have been right here on this up close, right? 61.75. Okay, would have been right there. Now the rules for that are right here. The MA1 crosses above or below. In this case, I just wanted to show it to you on the ES since you're trading the ES. Okay, and right now you're short. It's pulled back up to test the BBC, but the divergence isn't suggesting we should go short. Okay. All right, guys, I got a ton of stuff I got to do, so I'm going to have to wrap it up here. I got to start loading that Vimeo thing right now, and then hopefully we will get it all loaded, and I will be here at the top of the hour. All right. So if anybody has any questions, my phone number is sure, Jim. My phone number is 1-949-423-6464. All right, that's my phone number. If you have any questions, give me a call. If I can pick it up, I will. If I can't, just leave me a voicemail. The link to get into the next session, I already posted it. Jim? It was posted twice. Unless, hang on, let me post it again. See if I can post it again. Paste recent answer, that's it. There you go. All right, that's the link to get into the next session. Okay. All right, and I am uploading that thing right now. Choose a video to upload. And I need to be in documents, my documents. Okay. Hang on. Get up here. CFRN. I'm going to stop the recording. You guys don't listen. You don't need to listen to me talk my way through this.